Hey, what's going on, guys? How you all doing, man? Hope you're living it up and living your best life in Red Dead Online. This video, man, we're gonna talk PvP. I don't talk a lot about it, but I'm going to so that I can give a couple of helpful tips to new players who are struggling in PvP. I'm gonna give you my loadout in PvP, what I run with, and a couple of tips if you're brand new and you run into some PvP players and you don't know what to do. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright guys, like any other game, PvP is a part of Red Dead Online and you could jump in and out if you want to. If you don't want to be in PvP, you want to throw on defensive mode, but if you do want to be in PvP, you want to throw on offensive mode. It's just like throwing on defensive mode. Hit that button to turn it on, you hit it on to turn it off. Once you turn it off, you are live and you are PvP active, and anybody will come up if they want the smoke. So how do you protect yourself? Well, I'm going to give you guys what loadout I run with when I'm doing PvP. And let's just go straight to the wheel. Alright, this is the loadout I'll run with if I'm off a horse. Now, you got to kind of be strategic when you're going into PvP. If you don't know they're coming at you, just make sure you have the right weapons in your wheel so you can defend yourself. But if you do know that they're coming at you, you can see them coming. You want to do a couple of tactics that I'm going to show you in a minute. But this is what I'll run with. I'll run with 8 shotguns, semi-automatic, because I can throw any type of ammo in it, especially explosive and incendiary, because that will send that hot fire to them and they'll get scared and run before they burn to death. And I run with a rifle. I either run with a Springfield rifle or a bolt action rifle because they're the most powerful rifles in the game, and then they get stronger as I add more ammo to them because I want to hit them right away and put them down. Next, I run with the lasso. I run with the lasso because if they get close to me, I can throw the lasso on them and they'll tie them up for a minute, and then they'll fall off their horse and they'll be struggling, so then I can hop down, shoot them in the face, and keep it moving. Now, pistols, I go with the volcanic because, like I said, it's a strong pistol. So when they get that first shot, it's going to take a good chunk of energy out of them. And then I run with the Lamont because, like I said, I can always throw shotgun shell ammo in it. And that adds a different effect because it hits them with a shotgun and it's just a mini handgun in your hand. So that's what I run with. This is my on the ground. If I see them coming, I'm off my horse. Loadout. Normally I hit them with the Springfield rifle, and I hit them with some express rounds. And then as they're moving, I hit them with the semi-auto shotgun, either with some explosive rounds. Because those explosive rounds scare you to death when you get hit with them. So that's what I run with. If I don't see them coming, I just hop off my horse and get moving. But this is what I run with while I'm on my horse and I can kind of see them coming. If you look at your mini map on the side, you'll always see like a little blue circle. Now, that lets you know there are other players in the game, and those other players may or may not be in PvP. If they start coming towards you, they're kind of in PvP, so just get ready. And this is what I do. The first thing I do is I go to my arrow, and I go all the way over here to dynamite arrows. Now, you get 8 dynamite arrows. Dynamite arrows is like a grenade launcher in this game. They are so destructive and great to have. So I'll have my dynamite arrows, see them coming, and I'll aim directly for their horse, blow the horse up, they go flying off the horse. Now, the reason why I blow the horse up is because I don't want them to be able to get away. When you blow the horse up, the game is going to send them the worst, and I repeat, the worst horse in the game that has pretty much no traction, no speed, no nothing. So they won't be able to get away. I hit them with that first shot, and if I'm still a far enough away, then I see them trying to move, I can hit them with another shot and blow them up. If they're kind of close, then I'll hop down and I'll get them with either my Springfield, or if I want to be dirty, I'll get my semi-automatic shotgun with some explosive rounds, and I'll blow them up. So that's what I kind of run with if I'm on a horse. I can kind of see them coming. Those are little things that I do, because when they come at you, bro, you gotta send that message, let them know, hey, I'm not the one today. So now, what do you do if you're a new player? You don't have these advanced weapons and you just keep getting targeted with PvP players. Well, first, if you need to turn on defensive mode to get stronger, right? That's the first thing you need to do so that you can navigate through the game, get stronger, get better weapons, and be able to better defend yourself. But let's just say you jump right in and you don't really know how to turn on defensive mode or how to defend yourself, or you just jump right into the game. You don't really know nothing. You keep running into these PvP players. So what you want to do is, when you see them coming, or you're gonna have to always be looking at your mini map and always looking to see if any blue circles around you. Just always assume that they're PvP players, and just get out of dodge. Like, get out of dodge, get in the trees. Now, you'll know that they're PvP players because if you start running and they start following you, now you know they want the smoke, and you gotta get out of dodge. If you start running and they don't really follow you, then you know they're pretty cool player and they weren't gonna bother you. But just always kind of assume that there are PvP players in the game and they don't know if you're active or not, and they're gonna come at you to find out. So like I said, your first tip will be run. run, because if they're coming at you, they're kind of higher, or they feel like they're higher, and they're high enough to take you out. So just run. Now, if you get to a point to where you cannot run, you don't know what to do, pull out your pistol, and as they're coming towards you, shoot their horse. Now, higher players do not want that terrible horse for any amount of time. So you start shooting at the horse, they're going to back off and give you time to get away. Make sure that you look and survey the area and see where any trees are, because you want to shoot at that horse and then start heading for trees. Because once you head for trees, you can navigate on foot better than they can on the horse throughout the trees. And then you'll be able to get away. But shoot at the horse, shoot at them, but kind of target the horse, because like I said, nobody wants to get that terrible horse, especially veteran players. So if you start hitting my horse, I'm going to kind of back up and be like, oh, this dude is dirty, and leave you alone just for a moment. Now, you have to head for trees because you got to account for them having advanced weapons like a dynamite arrow. So if you start shooting at my horse, I might just back up and pull out my dynamite arrow and try to aim it at you. While you going through trees, you can kind of navigate so you won't get hit with the full impact of that dynamite arrow. Because if you get hit with that full boy, you down. You down, buddy. So if you're able to weave in and out of trees, you won't really get, you have a better chance of not getting hit than getting hit. Now, once you do get dynamite arrows, here's a tip you need to know. When you're on your horse, you want to make sure your horse is kind of stationary or moving real slow while you're aiming, because if you aim that arrow and it nicks your horse is blown up and you're blown up. There's no protection just because you're shooting a dynamite arrow for you. No, if you shooting and it nicks your horse, it'll blow your horse up. If you're on a building and you're shooting, trying to shoot down and angle down, and you think that you have enough space in between, but you nick that building, it will blow you up. So dynamite is just like dynamite. It's real sensitive, man. So you got to be careful, especially when you're shooting those dynamite arrows. So yeah, so you can't really play any game, see, with this dynamite. You got to be kind of on point. And look, like you see, I'm moving all the way up. That's the damage that it does. So you just want to make sure that you're accurate when you're using those dynamite arrows, so that you don't blow yourself up especially when you first get them, because you're gonna be excited like, oh, I got some dynamite arrows, let me go to cause some damage. So remember that when you're in PvP, those are a couple of things that you can do to be able to help you. All right, guys, that is it for this one. Hopefully these tips help a lot of new players get acclimated with being in PvP. Just remember, man, just be strategic in every situation, no matter if you're level 1 or level 3000. Just be strategic in what you do, and you'll be able to get through anything that this game throws at you. And like always, any veteran players that have any PvP tips, drop them in the comment section below so we can help these guys get acclimated with the game. Other than that, man, I hope this video was helpful in some way, shape, or form. And if it was, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button, because I make guide and tip videos all the time, and by hitting subscribe, it'll ensure you don't miss the next guide and tip video. But that is it, guys. Protect yourselves and get at it, boss, and I'll catch you all on the flip side. Hey, Outlaws, if you enjoyed that video, then check out this next video. That's some more Red Dead Online content.